Hey everybody. So this video today we're going to go over the Big Nerd Ranch series, developing Alexa skills locally, but we're going to do this using Visual Studio. Yesterday we did part 1 of this series, and so today we're going to keep going with part 2 and show you how to build from scratch their sample apps using Visual Studio. So the first thing we're going to do, assuming you have Node already installed on Visual Studio, if not, then check my video from yesterday, it'll show you how. We're going to go File, New Project. We want a blank Node.js console app. We're going to name this Big Nerd Ranch 2, and we get our standard Node package. Okay, so now what we need to do is download the code that Big Nerd Ranch have posted. So let's come back here. There are 2 apps that we need to pull from them. The first is Alexa App Server. So we're going to go to that one. We'll come here to GitHub. We're going to clone. First we're just going to copy the link, and then we're going to right inside our source code, Big Nerd Ranch 2. We're going to place their code. So we're just going to clone that, let it sit right in the middle of our project, and we're done. And there it is. So next what we need is, we can put that away, we need the code from yesterday, the airport info. So we're going to come here to get that. Okay, come over here, copy that, and now we go back to our Big Nerd Ranch, and we'll also put that one right here in the middle. And there we go. And we're closed. So now we have the code. What we need to do is merge these 2 projects. So we're going to go into Alexa Airport Info. We're going to get everything except the Git stuff. We don't need that. We're going to copy that. Then we're going to go into Alexa App Server, Examples, Apps. We're going to make a folder called Airport Info. Go in there, and then we're going to paste that code. Okay, so now we've got all the code we need up here in Airport Info. So we can put this away. We can come back to our Visual Studio, and we see here, there's the airport info we pulled down. We don't need that anymore. Let's get rid of that. There's our app server. And if we look in examples, we can see examples apps. There's our airport info. Now, to make it easy, you can just include everything here, or you can pick and choose the things. All you really need are those to include. So we're just going to include these in the project. And if we run it now, we get Hello World. This is the same thing that we got right at first. So what's happening is it's running this app.js. That's not what we want. That's the original one that was created when we created the project. So we're just going to blast this guy. What we want is in examples server. We want this file to be our Node.js startup file. So we're going to mark that, and then we're going to start. It's looking different. We're getting a bunch of errors here. Those are because we don't have our modules yet. So let's go get our modules. This package.json is the file that NPM looks at. It doesn't look at these others, this package.json or this package.json. So what we need to do is merge these. We're going to open that one, and we're going to open the one that comes with the app server. So here are the dependencies for the app server. So we're just going to copy this out here, and we're going to paste these in right here. This is our top level. Okay, and if we save, then we'll see there are packages right there. Now we also need the packages necessary for airport info. So we're going to come in here, and this time we're just kind of grab those. So we'll copy those, then we'll put these in here like that, and you'll see some green squigglies. This is because it's a duplicate, so we're going to keep the the most recent one. And this is just because it needs something in here. Spell my name right. And so now if we save this, we'll see even more packages. Okay, so now we can come into NPM, install missing NPM packages, and we'll let that chug a second as it downloads all the files. So once this is done, we're going to try and start it again. There's all our files here. We're going to start it again, and we're looking better. We're still getting some errors. Public HTML does not exist. That exists right here. So what's going on is we have a pathing problem. So we need to fix that. The way you do that is you go into server.js right here. And this is where you put in the paths to the different folders. The ones that we need are like that. So server.dir is Alexa App Server Examples. So we want that to be our server.dir. There's our public HTML, and there's our apps. So by adding that, now we can save. We'll start. It's looking better. If we go here, then we can scroll up and see that's where our static content's coming from. That's looking good. We have all of our sample airport info. That was from yesterday's lesson. We loaded our server, and down here we've got 3 different applications, Alexa applications that we're running. And we're listening on port 8080. So it looks like we're good. The way we can test this is to come into any browser, and we go to localhost, and we'll go, instead of hello world, we'll go right to airport info, and there is our data. So I hope this helps you out. Keep going with Visual Studio, and definitely keep going with Alexa. They're both excellent environments. Hope to see you soon.